Hey, so for most of you listening or watching, you've been following along with some of my content for a little while. And for some, maybe this is your first introduction to me. But I wanted to take a few minutes and just clear up some confusion, and that is namely, what is it that Nate Skelly actually does? I think a lot of people know that I work in finance because they've seen some of the content that I've put out, but what exactly does that mean? And how exactly does Nate work with people? And what is the benefit of working with Nate? And I'll be the first to admit this is my fault. I've not done a very good job, I think, up to this point of clearly articulating what it is the main thing that Financial Pathway exists to do, and what is the main thing that I, Nate Skelly, help people with on a weekly basis. So allow me to just sort of hit a reset button. I want to spend a few minutes just explain. This is part one of a 4-part series where we're just going to go through and explain here's why Financial Pathway exists, here's how we help people, and allow you to determine if this would be a good fit and something that you would like to consider working with Financial Pathway going forward. So I am a certified financial planner, and I help Christians prepare for a confident and purposeful retirement. I think that would be a good, succinct way of saying it. I don't want people to feel overwhelmed by finances, and money is a very easy thing to feel overwhelmed by. So let me just start here and understand what is the difference between a financial advisor and a financial planner. Some may say that's semantics, but I think it is more than just that. People have different conceptions of financial advisors, and not all financial advisors are the same. They work in different capacities. Some manage investments, some sell insurance products, but they are not created equal. I like to tell people that I am a financial planner because I focus in on not just investments, but on financial planning, seeing the comprehensive picture of your finances. Everything from your income to your taxes to your investments, Social Security, estate planning, on and on the list goes, because every aspect of your finances affects the others. And without being able to see the entire picture, I cannot give you the best and most accurate advice to help guide you on those important decisions. So maybe a financial advisor would help you grow your money, but as a financial planner, it's more than that. It's not just growing your money, it's how to use it wisely and strategically, especially when it comes to the area of retirement, because there are so many crucial and key decisions to be made as you prepare for retirement. So who do I do my best work for? Who would be an ideal fit for working with Financial Pathway and Nate Skelly? Well, I would say I work best with people who are within about 10 years of retirement or already in retirement, people that have at least $250,000 invested and realize that they don't want to manage this on their own, or at least not anymore. And so I would say most of the people that I end up working with, the reason they come to me, they say things like this. We've done a good job of saving up to this point, but we really have no idea if we're doing the right things now. Or we want somebody to help guide us, somebody that we can trust, especially when it comes to more complicated topics like taxes or investments. Or they say things like, we want to be good stewards, but we're really not sure if we're missing anything that we could or should be doing right now. And so working with a financial planner is not just about the numbers and the spreadsheets, although that's a very important aspect of it. It's also about working with somebody who aligns with your values and your belief systems, because money is not just about numbers. It's not just about formulas and graphs on a piece of paper. It's about purpose. It's about legacy. It's about peace of mind. It's about aligning your use of money with what is actually important to you. So here's what working with me looks like in practice. We really want to help our clients do 3 primary things, and that is invest their money more efficiently, minimize their tax bill, and successfully reach their financial goals. And financial goals come in all different shapes and sizes, and it's different for each person, but it can range everything from leaving inheritance to our kids, to our grandkids, paying off debt, retiring at a certain age, or anything else. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing that we do is we gather all of the financial information, and we use a financial planning software program to organize all that financial information so we have a good picture of where you are financially, and we can accurately track our progress. And then we can use that to even project changes to your financial plan. What if we take Social Security at this age? What if we have this life insurance coverage? What if we have this change to our income? What if we start to save more or less, and how that will affect the plan going forward? We also help manage investments. We set up accounts on a third-party custodian where both us as the planner and you as the client have access. So it helps because you don't have to obsess over the markets and be constantly second-guessing your decisions or day trading. You have direct access to see your account, to see your statements and your performance over time, but you're working with a knowledgeable financial planner who's going to help you to make sure that your money is invested in a way that aligns with your risk level and with your time frame. We also help you to develop a tax strategy that helps you to keep more of what you've earned. And so we use things especially like tax-free accounts or charitable giving. These are common strategies that we try to employ. We even will utilize a tax planning tool that helps us to understand last year's tax return, the taxes that you did pay, the tax bracket that you're in currently, but then also project how making changes using different strategies could help affect your tax bill for the current year and save you taxes going forward. And most importantly, we serve as your guide. So we proactively reach out to our clients at regular intervals during the year to talk, to update the plan, to talk about how investments are doing, to talk about next steps towards our goals. But we're also available and on call whenever new questions pop up. Market shift, life circumstances change. That's why we're here, and clients always have immediate access to us for those things. I really believe that financial planning should be a long-term relationship and not just a one-time financial checkup. So this was part 1 of a 4-part episode series. In the next 3 episodes, here's what we're going to go through: how we manage investments and our investment philosophy. Then we're going to talk about tax planning, a very overlooked area, but very impactful area when it comes to financial planning. And then finally, we're going to talk about the real value of having a trusted advisor by your side that goes beyond just the numbers and the charts and the graphs. So if you're feeling unsure about retirement, if you're feeling unsure about working with a financial planner, please stick with me for this series. And I think at the end, you'll walk away with a lot more clarity about what's ahead. And if you'd like to learn more about working together, you can always visit nateskelly.com. You can schedule a free introduction call. But for now, just keep listening and let's take the next steps together towards a confident retirement. I'll see you on part 2.